recap rant for a movie that's now 3 years old. So I still remember when the Infinity War trailer dropped, and especially when we first saw this costume for Steve. And it was so exciting, and everyone was geeking out about it. And almost immediately, people started calling it the Nomad costume. Now, Nomad refers to a time in the mid-70s when Steve Rogers no longer was Captain America due to becoming disillusioned with the American government, and so he took up a different name, Nomad. But they forget that there was another time in the mid-80s when Steve took up a different identity because he was no longer on good terms with the government, in which he was called the Captain. And I'm going to tell you now why I think this is more like the Captain rather than Nomad. Reason 1, the costume. The Nomad costume looked like this. It's a dark blue with yellow highlights, and I'm not even going to talk about that V-neck. Compare the costume for the Captain, and it's black like the one in the movie, but also it's still got some remnants of the Stars and Stripes. Reason 2 is that during the Nomad storyline of the comics, Steve was very much a loner. He was on his own, and he had actually driven away Sam Wilson and Sharon Carter before he took up the mantle of Nomad and was working by himself. Conversely, during his time as the Captain, Steve was commonly teamed up with D-Man, Falcon, and Jack Monroe, who at the time was using the alter ego Nomad. While the team isn't even close to being the same, in Infinity War, Steve is clearly seen to be working with others not on his own. The final reason is Steve's reasonings for dropping the mantle of Captain America. During the Nomad storyline, he did it because he became disillusioned with the American government and felt he could no longer represent America as a country. During the Captain storyline, it was because a government agency told him, "You need to get in line with what we say, or you can't be Captain America." And he chose not to be Captain America, much like the Sokovia Accords. So the next time someone tells you that this is the Nomad costume, remember that the nerd on the internet told you otherwise. Bonus reason, as Nomad, Steve did not use a shield, but while he was the Captain, he was gifted one by Black Panther.